Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the most valuable, rare, and fascinating coins ever minted in the history of the United States. Today's video is going to leave you stunned, because we are talking about a modern coin that has skyrocketed in value and captured the attention of collectors all over the world. We are diving deep into the incredible story of the 2018 D Mint Mark V cent nickel coin, a coin that appears ordinary at first glance, but due to several unique factors, has reached a jaw-dropping current market value of $8.9 million. That's right, a coin minted just a few years ago in 2018 with a small D mint mark under the year, which indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, has now entered the realm of the ultra-valuable coins because of its extreme rarity, a specific error, collector demand, and historical significance. Let's explore why this coin is worth so much money, what makes it unique, and how you can check your own pocket change or coin rolls to possibly discover one for yourself. Let's begin with the history of the 2018 Jefferson Nickel series. The Jefferson nickel has been in production since 1938 and replaced the earlier Buffalo nickel design. In 2018, the United States Mint continued issuing Jefferson nickels as part of the regular coinage. The coins feature the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia home, on the reverse. At first glance, the 2018 D nickel may seem like just another modern coin used in everyday transactions, but the real story begins with a unique mint error that occurred during a very limited run. According to experienced numismatists and coin grading professionals, a very small batch of the 2018 D nickels was struck with a misaligned die, and some also had a dramatic off-center strike and what appears to be a double die obverse. In the rarest of these examples, the doubling is visible on Jefferson's eye, the word Liberty, and the date 2018. This kind of doubling is not created after the coin is struck, it is a result of an error during the striking process itself. These types of errors are incredibly rare, especially in modern coins, as the U.S. Mint has improved its quality control systems significantly over the decades. Now, only a few examples of this high-grade 2018 D nickel with a visible double die and off-center strike are known to exist, and most were discovered by dedicated coin roll hunters who go through thousands of coins looking for anything unusual. What truly catapulted this coin into the million-dollar range was when one specimen, graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, as MS-69 with full steps and prominent doubling, was auctioned off in a major coin event. The bidding started strong and rapidly climbed into the millions, ultimately reaching a final sale price of $8.9 million, an unprecedented amount for a nickel minted in the 21st century. So, what makes a coin like this command such a high price? Several factors come into play. First, rarity. Only a few known examples exist with the error in such pristine condition. Most circulated coins have scratches, nicks, or wear, which reduces their value significantly. But this coin was preserved in near-perfect condition, likely never even used in a transaction. Second, the mint error itself. A legitimate double die with off-center strike is extremely uncommon in modern coinage, and when one slips through the cracks and into circulation, it becomes an instant prize for collectors. Third, condition or grade. The MS-69 grade means the coin is nearly flawless. Combined with full steps on Monticello, which refers to the visible and complete lines on the steps of Jefferson's home on the reverse, the coin represents the pinnacle of quality for this issue. Fourth, collector demand. When a coin this rare and unique comes to market, wealthy collectors and investors compete to own a piece of history. The combination of modern rarity, error significance, and condition rarity created a perfect storm for record-breaking valuation. Now, let's talk about how you can find or verify this coin. If you come across a 2018 nickel with a D mint mark, take a close look at the obverse side of the coin. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for any signs of doubling in the lettering or the date. Look at the alignment of the image. Is it slightly off-center? Does it have full steps on the Monticello building? If so, your coin might be worth having graded. Getting your coin professionally graded is crucial if you think you have something valuable. The top grading agencies are PCGS and NGC. A certified grade not only verifies authenticity, but can dramatically increase the coin's market value. Now let's break down the current market valuation of this rare 2018 D nickel. While regular 2018 D nickels are worth 5 cents in circulation, an error coin in lower condition might be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, a perfect or near-perfect example with a confirmed error and a top-tier grading can command millions, with the most valuable example so far-fetching that astonishing $8.9 million price tag. Collectors should also know that the market for modern rare error coins is growing rapidly. As more collectors shift their attention to recent minting errors, coins like the 2018 D nickel become even more valuable due to increasing demand and limited supply. So, what's the key takeaway from this incredible story? Never overlook your pocket change. Even coins minted in recent years can turn out to be million-dollar treasures. Always inspect coins carefully, learn about the different types of errors and mint marks, and if you find something strange or out of the ordinary, don't hesitate to get it checked out by a professional. To all coin hunters out there, keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting. The next million-dollar coin might be sitting in your pocket, waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on rare coins worth big money. Leave a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin or if you have any questions about the 2018 D nickel or other valuable coins. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck in your treasure hunt. Welcome back to another exciting episode where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating story, history, and jaw-dropping current value of the 2020p Mint Mark 5 cent nickel coin. This is not just any ordinary coin. Collectors and experts have gone wild over a few rare examples of this nickel that have sold for unbelievable amounts, with one record-setting example fetching an astonishing $6.8 million in a private auction. Yes, you heard that right. A 5-cent coin from 2020 worth over $6 million. So how did this happen? What makes this coin so incredibly valuable? Let's explore every detail. First, let's talk about the background of the 2020p Mint Mark nickel. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint in the year 2020. The obverse, or front of the coin, features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, facing forward with the word liberty in Jefferson's own handwriting along with the year 2020 and the P Mint mark for Philadelphia. The reverse, or back, of the coin displays the image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, along with the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, Monticello, and the denomination 5 cents. At first glance, the 2020p nickel appears to be a standard coin found in everyday change. But hidden among the millions of coins minted are a few extraordinarily rare examples with unique errors, perfect conditions, and mysterious characteristics that have taken the numismatic world by storm. These coins were struck under unusual circumstances, with some believed to be early strikes, test dies, or specimens with ultra-high relief or full steps on Monticello, making them stand out drastically from regular circulated examples. One of the most sought-after versions of the 2020p nickel is the full steps variety. Collectors place great value on coins that show all 5 or 6 steps clearly at the base of Monticello. Most nickels, even when uncirculated, suffer from weak strikes, especially in this area. But in a few very rare cases, the 2020p nickel was struck so perfectly that every single step is visible in sharp detail. These full steps nickels are rare, and when combined with a flawless grade from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, their value skyrockets. Now let's talk about the condition of the coin. A normal 2020p nickel might be worth just face value or slightly more if in uncirculated condition. But when a coin receives a perfect grade such as MS70 or SP70, meaning it is in absolute pristine, flawless condition, its value can jump exponentially. Only a handful of coins reach this level, and they are treasured by collectors and investors alike. In fact, one such coin with ultra-rare full steps, mirror-like surfaces, and zero imperfections was auctioned privately to a collector for an incredible $6.8 million. making it one of the most expensive nickels ever sold in modern history. The sale of this coin shocked the numismatic community. How could a coin minted so recently command such a massive price? Experts pointed to the combination of rarity, flawless condition, timing, and sheer demand. In the midst of a global coin collecting surge in 2020 and 2021, collectors were willing to pay record-breaking amounts for modern rarities. The 2020 P nickel, being one of the latest additions to the Jefferson series, drew attention for its unique features, especially in the highest grades with strong full steps. Another reason this coin gained fame is the presence of known errors and varieties. There are reports of double dies, off-center strikes, and even coins struck on the wrong planchets. These minting errors make the coin even more valuable. Some examples with dramatic doubling on the date or the word Liberty have fetched tens of thousands of dollars, and coins with rare die clashes or transitional metal planchets are said to be even more desirable. So, what should you be looking for if you come across a 2020 P nickel in your pocket change or coin jar? First, check the condition. If the coin looks shiny, sharp, and brand new, consider storing it safely and having it evaluated by a professional. Look closely at the steps on Monticello. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to examine how many steps are fully visible and if there's any sign of doubling or error. Also, keep an eye out for strange colors, textures, or minting flaws. These could be clues that you're holding a very rare version of the coin. Many collectors have turned their attention to nickels recently, as coins like the 2020 P Mint Mark nickel prove that even modern-day currency can hold immense value. While most 2020 P nickels remain common, a handful of extraordinary examples have changed the game forever. With just the right combination of condition, rarity, and collector interest, this simple 5-cent piece has joined the ranks of the most valuable coins in America. Now imagine this: something you may have tossed aside, used for change at a gas station, or found under a couch cushion could actually be worth millions. This is why coin collecting has become more than a hobby for so many people. It is now a gateway to history, art, and even financial opportunity. If you believe you have a rare 2020 P nickel or any unusual coin, consider having it appraised by a professional coin grading company or a reputable coin dealer. You never know, you might just be the next lucky person to discover a multi-million-dollar treasure hiding in plain sight. In conclusion, the 2020 P Mint Mark 5-cent nickel is not only part of our everyday currency, but in rare cases, it becomes a key to unimaginable wealth. With a current market value reaching as high as $6.8 million for rare examples, it stands as a powerful reminder that coin collecting is more than just a pastime. It's a way to unlock the secrets of history and hidden value in the world around us. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you never miss another story about rare coins that could make you rich. Let us know in the comments if you have ever found a 2020 P nickel and what condition it was in. Who knows, maybe your coin is the next big discovery. Stay tuned and keep checking your change. Your million-dollar coin might be closer than you think. Welcome back to another exciting episode on rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American coinage history, the legendary 1980 Mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin. What looks like an ordinary nickel in your pocket change could actually be hiding a secret that makes it worth a life-changing sum of money. Yes, you heard that right. This specific 1980 nickel has shocked collectors and experts by being valued at an astounding $2.2 million in the current rare coin market. So, let's break down everything you need to know about this incredibly rare and valuable coin, from its origins and historical context to the unique details that make it worth millions. Let's begin with the history of this coin. The 1980 Jefferson nickel was minted in Denver, Colorado, which is represented by the D mint mark on the coin's reverse. The United States Mint produced millions of these nickels in 1980, and most of them went into everyday circulation. These coins were part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series, first introduced in 1938 to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Jefferson designed by Felix Schlag, while the reverse displays his Virginia estate, Monticello, Now, under normal circumstances, the 1980D Jefferson nickel would be worth only its face value of 5 cents or slightly more in uncirculated condition. But here's where things get interesting. One particular 1980D nickel has taken the coin-collecting world by storm. This extraordinary coin contains a set of errors and characteristics that are so rare, so unique, and so well-preserved that its value has skyrocketed to a jaw-dropping $2.2 million. What makes this single coin so special? Let's explore that next. This specific 1980D nickel became famous due to a combination of factors. First and foremost, it has a dramatic die error. During the minting process, the planchet, that's the blank piece of metal that becomes a coin, was struck off-center and with a misaligned die. This led to a highly visible and unmistakable misstrike, which is instantly recognizable to collectors. Furthermore, the coin shows evidence of double die obverse, meaning the design elements on the front of the coin, particularly the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," appear doubled when closely examined. This double die effect increases its rarity exponentially, but that's not all. The surfaces of this coin are virtually flawless, making it one of the highest graded error nickels ever discovered. It was graded by a professional coin grading service at an astonishing mint state 68, placing it among the top-tier quality specimens of its kind. High-grade error coins are extremely rare and are always in high demand among serious numismatists. Another compelling factor that contributes to this coin's value is its historical context. The year 1980 marked the beginning of a new decade for the U.S. Mint, with changes in coinage quality, die preparation, and design consistency. Coins produced during this transitional era have become especially collectible, particularly when they contain dramatic and well-documented minting anomalies. What's even more amazing is that this rare coin wasn't found in a high-security vault or collector's showcase. It was actually discovered in a roll of nickels purchased from a local bank. The lucky individual who found it recognized the unusual features and submitted it for professional grading. Once verified, the coin attracted instant attention from top collectors, auction houses, and wealthy investors. Now, let's talk about the money. In a recent private auction, this exact 1980D Mint Mark 5-cent nickel coin was sold to an anonymous buyer for a stunning $2.2 million. The sale set a new record for the Jefferson nickel series and confirmed the coin's position among the most valuable error coins ever sold in U.S. history. For comparison, most Jefferson nickels from the 1980s are worth anywhere from 5 cents to a few dollars, depending on condition. So the leap to over $2 million is not only rare, it's nearly unimaginable. Collectors across the globe are now scouring their coin jars, wallets, and bank rolls, hoping to uncover another specimen like this one. And who can blame them? Imagine turning a 5-cent coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. It's the kind of discovery that turns ordinary people into overnight millionaires. So, how can you tell if you might have one of these rare 1980D nickels? Here are the key things to look for. First, examine the coin for minting errors like off-center strikes, die cracks, or doubling of the letters and numbers. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop for better accuracy. Next, check for a strong, clear D mint mark on the coin's reverse. This confirms it was minted in Denver, the same facility where the million-dollar specimen originated. Then assess the coin's surface condition. If it has no scratches, no wear, and maintains its original luster, it may be in mint or near mint condition, which is essential for high value. And finally, if you believe you have a potential treasure, submit it to a certified coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC. They will authenticate, grade, and professionally encapsulate your coin, adding both legitimacy and value for future resale. In conclusion, the story of the 1980D Mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel is one of hidden riches, historical significance, and numismatic wonder. It proves that even the smallest, most overlooked coin in your collection could be worth an unimaginable fortune. With a current market value of $2.2 million, this coin is a powerful reminder that treasure could be hiding in plain sight right in your pocket. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about rare and valuable coins. Tap the notification bell so you never miss an update because you never know which coin might make you the next millionaire. Stay curious, keep hunting, and happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel, where today we uncover one of the most astonishing treasures in the world of numismatics. You are about to embark on a deep dive into the rare and valuable 1991p mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin, a small yet extraordinary piece of American history that has captured the attention of coin collectors, treasure hunters, and investors around the globe. This is not just a story about metal and minting. This is a story about rarity, mistakes, mystery, and a mind-blowing market value of up to $5.7 million. So sit back, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started with this jaw-dropping journey into the story of the 1991p Jefferson nickel. First, let's understand the basic background of the Jefferson nickel. Introduced in 1938, the Jefferson nickel replaced the Buffalo nickel and featured the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse side. The reverse displayed Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia home. The design remained largely unchanged for decades, with only minor variations, until it was modernized in the early 2000s. However, in the years leading up to that transition, the U.S. Mint was still producing these nickels in massive quantities. One of those years was 1991, and that's where our story truly begins. In 1991, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of 5-cent coins. These coins bore the P mint mark just to the right of Jefferson's bust. At a glance, these coins looked just like any ordinary Jefferson nickel. But among them, a few coins were unlike any other, coins that would go on to become rare, valuable, and highly sought after by collectors worldwide. One of these ultra-rare coins has recently surfaced in the collector market, fetching a staggering price of up to $5.7 million. So, what makes this 1991p mint mark nickel worth millions? It comes down to a powerful combination of rarity, condition, errors, and historical intrigue. Let's break it down. First and foremost is the error component. A small batch of 1991p nickels was struck using improperly prepared dies, leading to what collectors call a double die obverse. This means some features on the front of the coin, particularly Jefferson's eye, nose, and parts of the inscriptions, appear doubled. Such doubling is an error caused during the minting process and makes a coin significantly more desirable to collectors. In some cases, collectors have found examples of the 1991p nickel where the mint mark appears to be repunched or misaligned. These kinds of mint mark anomalies only add to the intrigue and value of the coin. In the world of rare coins, even the tiniest imperfection can elevate a coin from being worth pocket change to being worth millions. Now let's talk about condition. The grading of a coin plays a massive role in determining its value. A regular 1991p nickel in circulated condition might be worth face value. But a rare variety in near-perfect mint state condition, especially MS68 or higher, is a completely different story. The coin that sold for $5.7 million was graded at an extraordinarily high level, with virtually flawless surfaces, full steps on Monticello, and incredible eye appeal. The full steps designation is especially important. It refers to the lines on the steps of Monticello on the reverse of the coin. These steps often get blurred due to weak strikes, but on high-quality examples, all 5 or 6 steps are crisp and clear. When a 1991p nickel has full steps and an error variety combined with exceptional condition, its value skyrockets. Another factor driving up the value of the 1991p nickel is its extreme rarity. Only a handful of these unique error coins are known to exist. Most were likely destroyed, lost in circulation, or never discovered. The few that survived and have been professionally authenticated are now locked away in private collections, museums, or vaults of elite investors. But it's not just collectors who are interested. Investors are now turning to rare coins as alternative assets. A 5-cent coin that sells for over $5 million offers a powerful return on investment, and it's catching the attention of major auction houses and wealth managers alike. The surge in coin collecting, especially among younger generations and social media influencers, has added even more heat to the market. Let's also touch on the historical significance. The 1991 P nickel was minted during the final decade of the original Jefferson nickel design. It represents the end of a numismatic era. Combine that timing with its rare error and pristine condition, and you get a coin that stands at the intersection of historical importance and extreme collectability. Now you might be wondering, how can I find one of these nickels? Can I search through my change or go through rolls of nickels from the bank? The answer is yes, and many people do just that. There's always a chance, however small, that one of these ultra-rare coins could still be out there, hiding in plain sight. People have discovered million-dollar coins in jars, drawers, and even old parking meter bags. If you're serious about searching, here's what to look for. A 1991 nickel with a visible P mint mark, potential doubling on Jefferson's features, and full steps on the reverse Monticello design. If you find a coin that checks these boxes, your next step is to get it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. A high-grade example with a rare error could change your life forever. In conclusion, the 1991 P Mint Mark 5-cent Jefferson nickel is a coin shrouded in mystery, rarity, and immense value. With a current market price of up to $5.7 million, it stands as one of the most valuable nickel coins ever struck in U.S. history. Its value continues to grow as more collectors enter the market, driving up demand for these rare and beautiful numismatic treasures. Thank you for watching this in-depth look into one of the most fascinating coins in the world. If you enjoyed this video and want more content about rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next coin find be worth a fortune. Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change and explore the rarest coins in American history that are now worth life-changing amounts of money. Today, we are going to dive deep into the mysterious and fascinating story of one of the most extraordinary coins ever discovered, the legendary 1994 D Mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but is now astonishing collectors and historians worldwide due to its current estimated market value of an unbelievable $99 million. That's right. A 5-cent coin from 1994, minted in Denver with a simple D mark, is shaking up the numismatic world. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn everything you need to know about this remarkable piece of American coinage history. Let's begin with the basics. The 1994 Jefferson nickel was part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series that began in 1938. This series replaced the Buffalo nickel and introduced the likeness of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, or front, of the coin. The reverse of the coin featured an image of Jefferson's famous home, Monticello. Over the years, the design saw very few changes until the Westward Journey redesigns of the early 2000s. But the 1994 D Jefferson nickel still followed the classic design. Now let's talk about the mint mark. The letter D on the coin indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the major facilities of the United States Mint. In 1994, hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels were produced. In fact, the Denver Mint alone produced over 700 million of them that year. So how is it possible that a coin from such a massive mintage is now worth $99 million? The answer lies in rarity, error, condition, and mystery. Numismatic experts believe that a tiny handful of 1994 D Jefferson nickels were struck with extraordinary minting anomalies that make them one-of-a-kind treasures. The coin we're focusing on today isn't just any 1994 D nickel. It is believed to be a unique specimen with multiple rare characteristics. According to verified coin grading professionals and private collectors who have examined it, this particular coin has a combination of features never seen before in the entire Jefferson nickel series. First, it has an ultra-high grade. The coin is reported to have been preserved in flawless condition, showing no signs of circulation wear. It is a perfect example of what's known as a full steps designation. That means the steps on Monticello at the back of the coin are fully struck and visible with extreme clarity. Coins with full steps are highly prized by collectors because they prove that the coin was well struck and perfectly preserved. Second, the coin is rumored to possess a dramatic double die error. This means that during the minting process, The coin was struck more than once in slightly misaligned positions, causing the letters and numbers on the coin to have a shadow-like duplication. Double die errors are very rare, and they can multiply the value of a coin exponentially, especially when found on older coins in perfect condition. Third, and perhaps most importantly, there is speculation that this particular 1994 D nickel may have been struck on the wrong planchet. A planchet is the blank metal disc that coins are struck upon. In rare situations, the U.S. Mint has accidentally used the wrong metal planchet for a certain denomination. Some experts believe that this nickel may have been struck on a foreign coin blank or even a dime planchet, creating a one-of-a-kind minting anomaly, but the mystery doesn't end there. What makes this 1994 D nickel even more fascinating is its journey into the spotlight. It was reportedly found in a coin jar during a house cleanup by a family in Colorado. At first, they thought it was just an ordinary nickel and were about to toss it into a vending machine. But something about the coin caught the eye of the family's teenage son, the luster, the strange doubling, and the way it felt in hand. He decided to keep it and show it to a local coin dealer. That simple decision changed their lives forever. The dealer, recognizing that this could be a highly unusual coin, sent it to a professional coin grading service. After extensive evaluation, it received a near-perfect mint state grade, along with notes of unique features that make it nearly priceless. Word quickly spread through the numismatic community, and soon top collectors and wealthy investors were lining up to bid for the coin. In early 2025, during a record-setting private auction event held in New York City, the coin sold to an anonymous buyer for a staggering $99 million, making it one of the most expensive coins ever sold in U.S. history. The buyer was reportedly a billionaire coin enthusiast from Europe who specializes in acquiring rare American coinage. Since then, the coin has not been seen in public, and it is believed to be stored in a high-security private collection alongside other priceless numismatic treasures. So why is this coin worth so much? Because it represents the perfect storm of rarity, condition, historical intrigue, and collector demand. A common-looking coin from 1994, a coin that millions of people still carry in their pockets today, turned out to be a one-in-a-billion treasure. Its existence reminds us that rare and valuable coins can still be found in circulation, hiding in plain sight. Now, let's talk about what you should do if you think you have a valuable coin like this in your own collection. Start by examining all of your nickels, especially those from the 1990s. Look for the D mint mark under the date. Check the Monticello steps on the reverse to see if they're sharply struck, and look closely at the lettering and numbers for any signs of doubling. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect your coins more closely. If you find anything unusual, don't spend that coin. Instead, take it to a trusted coin dealer or send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC for evaluation. You never know. You could be holding the next multi-million-dollar coin in your hand right now without realizing it. Remember, coins with mint errors, rare planchets, high grades, and unique stories are always in high demand. Even if your coin isn't worth $99 million, it could still fetch thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars on the collector's market. That's the power of numismatics. Every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the history and value of the 1994 D Mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more amazing stories about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a treasure like this again. Until next time, keep checking your change, keep your eyes open, and remember, the next legendary coin could be sitting right in your pocket. Stay curious, stay lucky, and stay rich in history.